Sound decisive in English. Stop hedges, start leading. Senior rooms reward clarity. When you load sentences with hedges, your authority thins out and your best ideas land softly. Leaders listen for conviction, not a stack of caveats. They're scanning for what to decide now, not for everything that could go wrong. The good news, tiny phrasing tweaks change impact fast. Swap soft openers for direct conclusions. Then, add a brief reason. Instead of circling the point, land it and back it. In minutes, you'll sound more decisive, more strategic, and far easier to greenlight. Listen for habitual softenings like I think, I feel, I guess. These make solid analysis sound like a hunch. Words such as maybe, perhaps, kind of, sort of, blur edges and invite debate you don't need. Phrases like it seems, it might be, I'm not sure, advertise doubt instead of data. Fillers such as just, a bit, possibly, hopefully, shrink your ask and your confidence. Catching these is step 1. When you hear them, pause, remove the hedge, and replace it with a clear claim or a measurable qualifier. To executives, hedges often imply low confidence or weak data, even if your analysis is strong. They raise perceived decision risk because your uncertainty sounds like hidden issues. You can also come across as reactive, not strategic, commenting on possibilities rather than steering outcomes. Worst of all, your message gets lost under cushions. The point is there, but it's muffled. When time is tight, leaders prioritize voices that present clear stakes, specific outcomes, and next steps without apologizing for them. You don't need to be absolute. You need to be precise. First, separate certainty from uncertainty. State what's known, then label open questions. Quantify confidence levels. Use ranges like 80 to 90% likely instead of probably. Bring evidence, not apologies. Cite metrics, tests, or customer signals rather than feelings. Stay concise, one claim per sentence, so each point lands cleanly. This keeps nuance intact while removing the fog that slows decisions. Turn soft lines into firm leadership language. Weak, I think this might work. Strong, this will work because customer retention rose 12% in pilots. Weak, maybe we could. Strong, we should launch in Q4 to capture seasonal demand. Weak, it seems low risk. Strong, risk is low based on 3/4 of stable churn. Weak, I'm not sure. Strong, unknowns are X. Plan is Y to test and de-risk. Direct claim, brief proof, clear action. That's the pattern. Lead with the conclusion, then give the proof. Example, approve the rollout. Pilot conversion was 28%, beating the 20% benchmark. Use numbers, ranges, and benchmarks to anchor judgment. Cost down 14 to 16%. Top quartile. Name sources and timeframes so data feels current and credible. CRM data, last 90 days. Flag assumptions explicitly. Assumes supply-led times stay under 10 days. This structure invites fast decisions without sounding defensive. When challenged, acknowledge, then restate the core point. Good question. The decision stands because offer options but make a clear recommendation. 2 paths. I recommend A for speed. Ask a precise next step question. Shall we approve a 2-week A/B test? Stay crisp. Claim right pointing arrow evidence, right pointing arrow action. This keeps the discussion outcome focused and shows you can navigate friction without losing clarity or momentum. Grab 3 lines you often hedge. Rewrite each to start with a conclusion. Record yourself. Then remove 1 hedge per line. Words like just, maybe, I think. Add 1 data point to each claim, a number, time frame, or source. Close with a direct ask or decision. Approve budget by Friday. Greenlight the pilot. Repeat tomorrow with 3 new lines. In under 2 minutes, you'll retrain your default to sound confident, specific, and actionable.